Hi, everybody. I'm your instructor for Math 208. I'm hoping for a successful semester for you and for me too. Uh, so today what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a quick video on some things related to the class, like for example, the D2L site and the syllabus, and we'll talk about some course policies and whatnot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a screen share here, and I'm going to screen share my D2L site, which is very similar to yours. There's going to be a few differences here and there. Okay, so the first thing I want you to know is at the top here, you have course home, content, grades. Those will be the important ones, these three. You can communicate with me either this way with the communications, or you can communicate via just standard email. Activities include like assignments. If I assign something, or if I ask you to hand in your work on something, you would download it there or upload it rather there. Okay, and then this news item things, you will see things in here every day, just about, or at least 2 or 3 times a week related to the course and assignments. This is how I mainly communicate with you. Okay, so make sure you read that every day. If we scroll down a bit, what you will see is you will see some information here on upcoming events. These events will be things like due dates, things like that, what's due, what's coming up, what's not coming up. Okay, so let's go to our syllabus. Let's take a quick look at that. So our syllabus, you did receive it on email, but it also is in content in case you lose that email, and it's under the overview. And here's our syllabus. I start out with a bunch of information about the website that we're using for this course. And let's get to the actual syllabus, okay? We can read that later if you have questions on that. Okay, so my name again is Tim Allen. My office is obviously online. This course is what they call an asymmetric course, which means that there is no set schedule time for meeting, but I will meet at certain times during the week, and those times are Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 11:30. I also check my email regularly, so if you want to get a hold of me, you should be able to. Okay, the course prerequisite is level 6, a math level 6. Okay, so now here's what we're going to do. We're going to use what's called an Alta Newton program. Okay, the code you can purchase in the bookstore. If you didn't purchase the code, no big deal. You can pay for it when you actually log on the first time. So don't split it. You do need a TI 83 or 84. We're going to use that a lot this semester, so make sure you get one. If you want a textbook, you can get one for free. That's right, no price. Okay, there are 3 entry points in this particular textbook, and this deals with elementary statistics textbook. And the 3 entry points are, you can get the online version by clicking that link and just look at the online version. You can get the PDF version for free as well. That's really awkward to use though, because there are a lot of pages and it just scrolls down very slowly. Excuse me. Or you can pay for the PDF version to print it out. And it's pretty nominal. I think it's like $10 or something like that. Or you can buy a $40 OpenStax textbook for statistics. Again, I probably wouldn't recommend that. I think that the first option is the best option, review online, because it basically dovetails with the coursework that we're going to use. And if you want to know about the outcomes and objectives of this course, and I suggest you do every course, check out the course catalog. Okay, click that link and you'll find the outcomes and objectives. Now, there are a few things I want to talk about. Keep scrolling too fast down here. One thing is the test. How is it going to be determined? The tests and homework things. So we have several assignments and we have several tests or quizzes. Okay, we have, I believe, 15 assignments in this class, and each one is worth 20 points. That's a total of 300 points. And then we have 6 quizzes. Each one of those is worth 50 points for 300 points. Now, the program that we use basically downloads all those as 100 points. Okay, so what I suggest you do is just wait until I update, because I'm going to update based on 20 points for assignments and 50 points for quizzes. And I'll update once a week. Okay? Each module we have 7 modules and 6 quizzes with the 15 assignments. Each module, except for the last one, will have a quiz associated with it. I'm giving you about 2 weeks to do each of these modules. Okay, so these modules are 2 weeks worth of information. Don't wait until the last day. You won't get it done. Okay? Do a little bit every day or most every day, and you should be okay. Okay, your final grade, you can take a look at that. That's pretty much a straight scale. Okay. As I said, we have 7 modules and 6 quizzes with 15 assignments. You should observe the due dates on those. Okay. I could take a 10% penalty. If you can't make a quiz or you can't make up the time for a quiz, make sure you contact me because, honestly, that's the only way we're going to get through this course is we communicate well together. Okay. And so make sure you do that. If you have, let's say you have some real big questions related to, gosh, I'm just not getting chapter 2, section 3, okay, on measures of variation, okay? Make sure you contact me. We can set up, I can try to answer on email. If it's not working, we can set up Zoom sessions where it's just one-on-one and we can talk about it, okay? I'm not gonna go dark on you. Don't go dark on me when we do this online course, okay? If you think you have a disability, just fill out the documentation, send it to the disability office. They will do every reasonable accommodation possible to help you out there. Okay, we have a tentative schedule. We can see that module 1, it starts tomorrow and is due on the 25th. And the quizzes overlap set a bit from the 22nd through the 25th. And it deals with basic terminology. That basic terminology is really important. It deals with graphing and with measures of center. Now, when I talk about graphing, I'm talking about statistical graphing. Okay, so now let's take a look at what our future looks like here. Okay, so I'm going to go to module 1 directly. Okay, so the first thing, let me go back for a minute. Let me go back to Newton coursework. Okay, so when you open up your D2L page and you go to content, you should see something like this. Click on one of these links. You probably can even do it from the module, but click on elementary stat or something like that. And something of this nature will pop up, okay? And you're gonna launch a tab. And from there, yours is gonna be a little different. I'm the instructor, so mine's gonna be a little different than yours. However, from there, you can actually then put in your code, your access code or whatever. If you have to purchase one, just follow the prompts and then you'll be all set. You should be. Okay, now the other thing is, if you ever have any questions about Newton software or you're having problems with it, hit that key right there, this little box here, this dialog box, because actually that sets you up with a Newton software person that will help answer your questions. And they're usually very good at helping you out with that. Okay, so let's go back. And I'm gonna go back to content and I'm gonna go to the module. And so I've signed up for the course. I'm gonna hit intro information. Intro information is a lot of terminology over chapter 1. Okay, and then the rest of this, the centers and graphics, and that basically deals with, for the most part, part of chapter 2, most of chapter 2, as a matter of fact. And then this is your quiz, and you're going to see that's pretty much similar for the rest of the semester. You're going to see a setup like this. So when I hit this intro information rather, and I launch the tab and I start out, and I'm going to view it as a student. I can view it either way. So this is a preview as a student, and I see a question. So I answer it. But what if I don't know the answer? Well, that's what my videos and the video links I give you from Newton, and also basically my examples that I do on my notes, that's where those help. But let's suppose you still don't know what's going on. Okay, so you hit more instruction, and then you view the instruction. Okay, and so what will happen is sometimes you'll see text directly from the textbook that I told you about, and then sometimes you'll see videos. So either way, you can get through this stuff. It's pretty self-contained. However, I am going to provide every week some supporting information for you, some supporting documents. Sometimes they're handwritten, so if they're a little sloppy and you don't understand something, make sure to tell me. And sometimes they're typed out. Most times I try to type them out. But there are some that, because there's so much symbolism and stuff like that, it's hard to type out, okay, efficiently. And I have a lot of classes, so I sometimes handwrite them as well. So make sure that you look at those before you start the assignment, okay? All right, now, if you have any questions, make sure to contact me. That's the #1 thing, keeping up on things and contacting me. That'll get you through this course, okay? So look forward to some supporting information about that first module tomorrow. And I'll probably have a video about it tomorrow. Okay. So in the meantime, take care, have a nice night, and be well.